Ya llegó, Sal el bailador. Llegó, Sal el bailador. Ya llegó el compa bailador. What's Gucci's? TrapPod episode 95. We got a special guest, Sal. What's good?
My name is Salvicious.
Salvicious, of course.
What
but,
up,
you know,
what
Salvicious
up, my
doesn't go
guy?
with the whole situation. You know what I mean? What's up, Jair?
It's cracking.
Introduce yourself. You in this or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to some comedy.
Once again, episode
comedy,
95. You know? Everybody, welcome to the world famous TrapPod. Once again, I'm glad to introduce my boy
95,
Salvicious. Huh? It is 95.
Yeah, welcome back, my guy.
Welcome back.
Man, thanks for having me.
Thanks for
coming
showing
through.
up.
Thanks
You
for
know what I
sharing.
mean?
That's an important thing that I respect.
What I remember about this TrapPod, the last time I was here, it was like 1,000 degrees in here.
Yeah, it was way.
Remember that shit?
There was a lot
okay.
of heads.
Yeah, dude.
It was a lot of heads. Yeah, I mean, maybe the devil's dandruff was
No,
flowing.
it was outside.
Maybe.
Remember, outside was like
Yeah,
120
it was
degrees.
Yeah.
And in here it was even hotter. So
And my
this is
AC was
LA.
like not working as efficient as it should have.
as
You're
it was,
right.
maybe. Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
but right now it's pleasant weather. You know
pleasant,
what I mean?
pleasant. I'm glad you're more comfortable
llegó.
this time. You know what I
Fran
mean?
y bailado.
That's the most important part.
Llegó.
You know what I mean? So
When I gotta wear a sweater, that's pleasant. you know?
that's
Hey, you're not wrong.
because that way, if you can have a faca underneath the sweater, you know what I mean, and you can, you look a lot better.
You don't want to take it off and then boom.
Is that the-
nothing
is
out
that
like
the trick?
Just like that.
that
I'm
the
sure.
trick- is that
I'm
the
sure
trick I've never gotten?
Sal's fucking fallen for that a couple times, huh? You know what I mean? You look good on the dance floor, and then you get him back to the hotel,
Hey.
and you're like, hey, I didn't see them make the 3 rolls on
Te
that.
cayó
motherfucker.
toda.
Like,
man.
wait, whoa, what is that? They're like, nah, man. You know?
As long as you're not like, what is that dangling?
Damn.
It's a little worse. So, anyways, like I said, my boy Sal is back. Let's get reacquainted real quick, my bro. You've been on the road. You were actually on the road when you left here, and now you're about to go back. So tell us, where did you go? I guess you know what I mean.
What I've been doing right now, I went to Mexico City twice.
Damn.
I did Tecate. Been doing TJ. I've been doing Mexicali. I've been going a lot of places right now.
Everywhere, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So how is it down there right now, especially because COVID, no COVID? You were telling us like some spots are like, underground. What's going on with that?
Well, the crazy part is that when you go there, everyone tells you like, hey, you know what, dude, like, can you play here? But we're only gonna be open till like 11 or 12.
Right.
Wink, wink. You know, they're like wink, wink. You know, they're like, but dude, you could go on like as far like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and play.
Yeah.
And I go for it, dude. I just love playing.
It doesn't matter, right? As long as it's going, it's cracking. Yeah. And the people are coming out.
Yeah, people are coming out. They're really like everyone thinks that Mexico is not like they're not taking care of themselves, but dude, they're like just here, you know.
Do you notice, is it more locals or is there a lot of tourist people still out there also?
More locals?
More
dude.
locals, okay.
Yeah, and it's crazy though because when you get there, it's like because when I went to Mexico City, like maybe it was like 3 months ago I went, and it was crazy because people were reacting like, dude, like I was bigger than a star, you know. It was like, oh my god, dude, like you're here, like oh my god, we haven't had anyone play here for like a whole year.
Damn, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I guess, you know what I mean? Because they were hungry for people to like, you know what I mean?
Show
Bring
up.
the-
you know?
Show up.
So
show
like they
out.
need like an outsider.
And what type of spots were you playing at? Like,
Tony El Gordo, what is it? Bizarro Cafe.
Okay.
Those are the main 2 places I've been playing there a lot. You
and
know?
I saw some of the spots up in Baja California. You're playing like some more punk scenes and shit, like crazy
Yeah,
shows. They were
yeah.
getting cracking,
Ugh.
and it was packed, right?
Yes, dude, and it was surprising. I was like, dude, like I haven't seen that in like a whole year.
Yeah,
you
I was
know?
surprised too myself because I was like, "Is this an old video?" But I was like, "Nah, this is like literally like a
Dude.
couple months ago."
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I miss shows, dude.
no,
Dude.
those
Like, I
shows
really
get
miss 'em.
rumbling. And then you were saying that sometimes you go on even after the main event. I mean, you know what I mean, the main band.
And
And
then
shit.
they asked me, like, hey, can you play? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm all about the party, dude. You know, I'm all about
for
doing
sure.
that. You know, so if I can make everybody dance or everybody hang out, everybody drink, you know, that's what I'm all
on
about.
Sal's
you know?
too, on
what's up.
Salvicious' tombstone is definitely gonna say "Let's party."
Yeah.
that's what.
Party.
That's
Don't
definitely-
cry, party.
That's
you
it.
know?
Because this morning when he hit me up, he's like, "Let's party." As soon as he hit me up, I was like, "Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about." So, I guess before anything, I wanted because it was a funny topic, but I wanted to ask you. You obviously, where are your parents from? What part of Mexico? Or I'm assuming they're from Mexico.
Yeah, my dad is from what is it, Guadalajara?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
nice.
then
They got lovely ladies out
So I'm
there.
a mixture. My mom's from El Salvador. So
I was about to
I'm
say,
a
like,
mixture
Damn,
that.
look at that. Crazy mix, huh? Boom, chica. Hold on.
Is that called exotic?
Exotic, damn.
I don't know. It could be called a little something else.
We've heard of Joe Exotic. This is Sal Exotic.
Yeah, if Joe Exotic is exotic, then definitely Salvicious exotic for sure. Damn, so you're
We're
okay.
gonna key you that.
Damn, now because my family's from Zapopan, right there in Guadalajara too. So you know what I mean. So that's okay.
Not all of them though.
Yeah.
So the reason I was telling you that is, do you remember like your parents used to tell you like certain lies as you were a kid. You know, for example, this is I'm going to bring you guys. My mom would always say that like if I got like a sty on my eye or whatever, es que viste un pinche perro cagando. Did she ever tell you one of those? You know what I mean? Like supposedly if I saw a dog shitting, that would make me get like a sty on my eye and shit like that. You remember shit like that? Your parents used to lie to you?
I remember like stuff like that when there was like Christmas. If you don't go to sleep, he ain't gonna bring you no presents, you know? Man, I used to go run, you know?
In the morning was like, for me, for breakfast, when we would have breakfast, like, during the weekends, I remember like I want soda in the morning for my breakfast.
Really? Okay.
But my mom was like, "Nah, you can't drink it because your stomach will explode because you're too small." I'm like, "Oh, all right." Like
that's funny you said that.
And it's so funny because now as an adult, like in the mornings, I won't drink like
you have a soda.
Like, yeah, I'll have milk all the time. Like
you'd be like, I can't do that.
Because I always heard too, like when as a kid, like when you're at the beach and you're eating and you finish eating, they're like, don't go in the water because you're gonna get a cramp.
That's it. It. You have to wait 30 minutes supposedly. You know what I mean? That was a big one, because we had a pool.
Yeah.
And I'd always be grubbing on fucking pizza and shit and be like, go dive in. No te vayas. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking drown. And I'm like, how am I gonna drown in this pool? You know what I mean? No, you're gonna get a cramp. Another one I remember, and I don't know why. Palm? It was not, that was one. You remember that? You don't remember that if you fucking just to jerk off, you'd get hair on your palm?
I'm still putting you to the test.
I don't know who you've been hanging around with, but I don't know that one.
I remember that one for sure. I remember, si te la chaqueteas, güey, te va a salir. And it's funny because they'd always say it like with your cousins, and then you go like this, like. You take a look at her like,
nah, I'm good.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Wink, 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 wink. You know.
Another one too I remember real funny was like if I was eating something like in front of my little brothers and sisters, my mom would always be like, you have to give them a bite. If not, like something would burst, like my appendix or something would burst, or theirs would. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, nah, I ain't trying to share with these little motherfuckers. Like, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all that shit.
That whole pizza is mine.
Yeah,
you know, like that.
That's funny how fucking greedy you used to be when you was a kid. You'd be hilarious. Like, you're not gonna eat any of that whole thing, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna have this whole fucking pizza. I'm like, nah, fuck all that shit. Now, speaking of Sal and Mr. Salvicious out there on his tours, I wanted to bring up a tweet, I guess, that the game put out the other day, and especially since you said, you know, you've been out there being treated like a star. Yeah. So you know what I mean. I'm very interested in what it is that you got going on this. So let me read you the tweet that the game put out, right, and then we'll ask you about this. So he said here, niggas be thirsty for a poppin' chick on IG. Okay, he says, my nigga, she just got off a private jet from Bali or Tulum, holding her Dior luggage that some nigga that paid for it funded it. He's all, why don't you go get yourself a regular chick, someone with like 231 followers and has blurry pics? That the odds are better, right? Do you agree with that? So my thing with that is, girls be trying to holler at you, Salvicious out there, especially in Mexico, because you got to pop in IG, you're on social media, you know. They probably see you as, you know, an attainable gordito. You know what I mean? What are you thinking?
Thank you, by the way, for the clue.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Hey, when you see me on tour, this one I'm be giving out.
Good looking out.
The pocket combs right there, man.
But don't get them mistaken for no fucking pocket knife. You know, and shoot somebody with that shit. Like,
hey, I gotta tell a little story about this one going in the airport, man.
Okay, I can imagine.
But but to answer your question, I prefer regular women. You know, like. You know, down to earth women, because when you get all these high end and everything, they expect too much, and they're like, and then they act like they have like all the problems in the world, you know, and it's like, nah, man, I'm not trying to deal with that.
But what I'm saying is also like, they those types of girls also are looking at you. And they see you like, you know, kind of, you know, country here and there, and they're probably thinking they could get something out of you too. You know, I'm sure that some girls be jumping in your DM.
Dude, I'll be like, hey, bro, roll on through it, man. It's not with me, you know.
It's not gonna go down like that, huh? Oh, damn.
I'm not trying to be with a girl with a plastic butt, you know. Like I want the real thing, you know, like that. You
very
know?
True, very true. Now, at these shows that you're at, especially these little Mexican ladies, you see a lot of fakeness out there, or is it more natural?
More natural, actually.
More natural, right? The natural scene out there. Okay.
They're like very different from here. You know, we've been getting a lot of girls here like skinny legs with the big old butt, and you already know it's already fake. Yeah, you might get like a handful of women over there.
There's a white chick that walks by here.
Yeah, we were just watching earlier.
My homie was staying with me for 2 weeks, and then he's like, yeah. I even faked like I was gonna go take I went back to my car because he saw her walking by because I looked bam bam right, and then he's like man I saw her all close. I'm like man, that's just fake. Like
like you can see the butt and there's like their thighs and everything like skinny, dude. It was like that's clearly
Like
fake,
something-
you
yeah,
know? And,
something's wrong.
they're gonna lie
mean,
to you. I work
wouldn't-
out. Like you don't, man. Come on, you know.
You do not work out. You do
right.
not work out. So tell us
mean,
what happened with this
I wouldn't mind
pocket
testing it,
comb.
though.
That's what I want to know inside the airport.
So I had I take maybe roughly about 150, to give them
To give 'em out, right, throw 'em out.
It's like my promo thing, what I do. So I went to Mexico City, and it has stopped me in the airport, and then they were like, "Come over here. We need to see your bag." And I was like, "I already know." I was like, "You know what? I have all these combs. They look like knives." And so I opened them, and then they were like, they're like, "Are they real? We have to check through all of them to see if they're
exactly.
real." And I'm just like, "No, dude. They're actually feel them. They're gonna see the difference,
In
it is
weight, right?
Yeah.
Right. You can
And
tell
then-
right away.
And then the thing right here on the bottom right here, it's I don't know, what do you call that?
Like a little for a llavero. Yeah, I mean, like a keychain
llavero,
thing.
you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
So they were looking through all of them, and then they were just like, "You know what, dude? That's very cool. That's really clever of you." Like now the federales are talking to me really cool. They're
Like, you want one? Here
yeah,
you go.
and I
Like-
told them, I was like, dude, if you guys want some, take some, man. Like it's all good,
And they were like,
they were
"Hey."
like, yeah, dude. They were taking, and they're like, dude,
That's
thank
dope.
you. So when I was leaving out of the airport, they were like, "All right, man, I'll see you later."
Later, Salvicious, and everybody's with their coats.
Pa la otra, pa la otra.
Have you ever seen that show To Catch a Smuggler? It's like on Nat Geo and shit.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna have the Salvicious all with that one. Like, we got this guy, and then like everybody's like, "No, bye, Sal. We
What
didn't
is
go."
it? What is it? What is it abroad? What is it abroad when they?
Locked Up Abroad.
Locked Up Abroad.
That show's awesome. You see
Hey,
that
if
shit?
I get locked up abroad in Mexico City, man, I'm cool.
I'm cool because you know all the federales and everything.
I'm
You're good down
cool.
there,
You know,
huh?
it's like
I'm good on this one.
We should go on a trip with Sal. That'd be
That's what
hard.
I'm
come
saying.
on down.
Speaking
Hey,
of that,
Trip.
And you're gonna meet a lot of good friends out there, dude. Like everyone in Mexico, everyone that I meet, all super cool, dude. You're gonna love them, man. They're super fun. And when you come, they're gonna treat you like you live there. They're gonna treat you like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So speaking of that, let's go through Sal's schedule here coming up, obviously. And if you guys can all check this out on Salvicious 13, that's his IG. So check that out. But let's talk a little bit about what you're. So obviously 424 today. You're here on TrapPod, obviously. Hey, welcome. Now you head out on 514 to Jack's Bar, House of Rock in La Paz. And you're telling me that they treat you right down there too, right?
Yeah, dude. They're homies.
And you played there before in La Paz at Jack's Bar?
No, I haven't played there. This is gonna be my first time playing there.
And you got 2 dates there, back to back.
2 dates. So we're gonna do like a full. Where I'm gonna play nothing but myself, and then the next day, where I'm gonna play with the band. With bands and everything.
And then you said you go to Cabo too.
Yeah, Cabo.
Then you have a show up in Ensenada. I see right here that at the tap room. Is that now? You said also you're going to be doing a lot of breweries.
Yes.
That's awesome. Where are the breweries at?
Well, for one, I don't have the list on me right now to see, but for one, the one that's been confirmed for sure was a tap room. And then September, I'm gonna be doing a beer fest too. And thanks to I call them my managers, which is Samu from Mexicali and Angie. They've been working it, dude, over there. They've been working it and telling me, "Hey, dude, we got these shows. You want to play them? You want to do this?"
And you're, I mean,
They're like,
I'm
"Fuck it, huh?"
super impressed because you're booked all the way through. And this is one we were talking a little bit. You're going to be doing in Hermosillo a Halloween show.
Halloween, yeah.
Dude, that sounds like it's going to be cracking right there. You're looking
I
forward
mean,
to that.
If you think it was badass doing Halloween in Mexicali,
Oh, hell.
or in
That'd be hard.
TJS is gonna be insane. Over
Now,
there,
have you ever done like a Dia de los Muertos out in Ciudad Mexico?
No,
have you been out there
I never,
at that time?
no, because I usually I'm either here or doing something else, but but this is like my first opportunity to do Hermosillo, for Halloween.
For Halloween, I can imagine that'd be a dope ass show. Speaking of that, I mean, because Jair's from.
If you don't know
Ciudad
where
Mexico.
Hermosillo is, Sonora.
Sonora, way, pa que
Mexico,
vea,
yeah.
Obregón, all that shit. You know what I mean? Super hot. So you know what I mean? All that type of shit. So damn, that's dope, man. I'm super proud of Mr. Sal here. He's gonna keep it busy.
Hold up.
With
them boy.
With that being said, I think we're gonna get into our little headlines. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is it on the docket here?
Yeah, docket. Check out the docket.
Let's see. I think. Oh well. Actually, as a matter of fact, I wanted before we get into all that stuff. There's a big fight tonight. Masvidal. Are you a UFC or a boxing fan at all? Both of them.
Yeah.
So are you interested in seeing this fight tonight? Masvidal. He's been
That'd
out.
be dope. That'd be
It's a
down.
rematch, right?
I don't know. But
I think he's fighting Usman, and I think he already beat him once. So this is a rematch there.
Good old rematch, huh?
Masvidal's been kind of like, I don't know. he started off hot, right? He was like that, and then I don't know. I don't know if he's been ducking.
I'm coming in hot.
Kind of like fights, but I haven't really seen him come out too much. So you know what I mean. I'm interested to see what's gonna go down.
Because when you have drinking, and watching boxing, UFC, it makes it fun.
It makes everything better, right?
Yes, it makes it fantastic.
100%. And then you start telling your which friends, like which one you think you can kick their ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you get your ass kicked. You know, have a black eye. Like, how did I get this? I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, like that's why, because it was UFC last night. That's why.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to ask you about is this whole Jake Paul thing. You know who Jake Paul is? That YouTuber who's been boxing and doing all these celebrity boxing matches.
Yeah.
So now he's calling out Canelo. Do you think he's that's a mistake, or he's doing it for the money? Because he could get that. Canelo's a real fighter.
Dude, you're just messing with the wrong guy. I tell you that.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. It's like, you know, you could be, you know, like a UFC fighter when they fought. What was it? When they fought, McGregor fought
Mayweather and Colin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, and it's really showed. Like we have a lot of respect for UFC fighters and everything, but to box, dude, it's a whole different.
Boxing's
story,
a whole nother story. No, 100%. There's a reason why boxers have to register their hands as lethal weapons, right?
Yeah.
If a boxer gets into a fight like at a bar or something, he can get into real trouble because that's not, you know what I mean?
You could actually kill the guy. You know?
No, definitely.
Because you can't really, you know, you're not really used to that punch. You know,
they
are. You know?
I'm super interested in see what's gonna happen tonight, and also if Canelo even comes out to maybe possibly fight Jake Paul, that's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? The money's the money. And if Canelo's going to whoop his ass, like, why wouldn't he do it?
I'm just going to go for Canelo straight on Mexican, you know?
100%. Well, with that being said, I said, let's go and get into something.
I think it's a lot of the clout, right? He's trying to just get.
Of course, 100%.
Like, all he's doing is just like right now, like he's been fighting people. So right now that's his thing. Like I want to call, if I called such and such person out, like I don't think Canelo should take it.
I don't think so either because
you know
I think it's just a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think you'd want that under your belt. You know?
Yeah.
You're good. Like you got your good career.
No,
you don't want to go with just like a.
Canelo could probably just put his hand one hand in the back and.
I think you're definitely right about that, but I think it's somewhat intriguing, and not saying that he should or he would, but I think it'd be intriguing just for Canelo to get the money and then whoop this dude's ass. You know, I'm just because.
I mean,
and that's the Mexican in you. You know what I mean? That could be because Canelo's
like, fuck that fucking fool
a la
up,
verga, güey. You know what I mean? So that's that type of shit. So you know what I mean? You just never know. I don't know. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into some headlines.
You want to see that fight?
I would honestly, being especially Mexican, like I said, I'd like, because Jake Paul's been whooping people's asses and he's been talking a lot of shit, but he's been backing it up. You see what I'm saying? So now,
but I don't think he's been fighting anyone.
Yeah. No. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. These all have been celebrity matches.
I'll give you an example. When Kimbo Slice, when he was alive, he was fighting people in backyards, and he was winning. But once he went to UFC, it was like all over.
Story.
Yeah, it went all over because he couldn't hang, you know?
No, you're right. You're 100%. And I know Jake Paul's doing it, you know, for the clout and also for the money. But like I said, it's and not that Canelo should do it, but it'd be funny or be good for us to shut this white boy up. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. You know, so simple as that. So obviously, Mr. Salvicious has been on here before. He knows how we rock and roll. So we're just gonna do the headlines, a couple little headlines we chose. You know what I mean? And then you let us know what you think, and we'll have a good old time. So once again, thank you for joining us, my friend. Thank you so much. Of course. First one off the bat, you know what I mean? Is very interesting. We've been discussing it a little bit. So it says here, Virginia kindergarten teacher was arrested at school after cocaine was found in her desk. Okay, so it says here, Sybil Billy,
Hardy.
She's 46. She was arrested Wednesday at school after an administrator called a resource officer about possible drugs. She said Billy was arrested and charged with felony cocaine after they found drugs in her desk. So what I was kind of upset with is, why are they going through her personal shit? You know what I mean? It's her desk. Like, why?
She was stressing.
Yeah, maybe someone like an informant, probably gave her up or something,
Now that that's been said, and you guys are older now, right? And you guys have maybe dabbled in a couple of drugs. You guys thinking back now at school, can you guys like maybe think back and remember like, yo, this teacher was definitely on one. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. A gang of teachers.
Really? A bunch of them? You can think back now? What about you, Sal?
Man, I have to go way back, so I can't remember anymore. Just kidding.
The one thing, I don't think I remember that, like specifically thinking, but I remember one teacher, she was definitely like trying to seduce me. But I was so dumb back then that I didn't know that that's what was happening. You know what I mean? But now thinking back
You
on
would
it,
let him do it?
and I was like, no, it was just
Thinking back at it like
hey,
that.
Mr. Donahue, holla at me, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, if you see this on the TrapPod, you know what I mean? Hit me on the IG, dog.
Yeah, man, I miss you.
Hey, that long division though. Nah, Miss Sheldon, I'm telling you, she used to like, you know what I mean, do some funky shit, and I
Could she get it? Could she get it though?
oh yeah, like I'm saying, if I would have known now, I would have, tried to, done something, but I was that dumb that I didn't figure it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that I think of it now. Like as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck did I like?
Yeah.
I think of now as a guy, like I'm like,
As an adult,
Like
now,
an
like
adult,
it
I'm
changes
like,
the perspective of
dude,
thinking.
like that
and
girl
everything,
totally
you know?
liked me. Like,
Yes,
you know what I mean? I'm like,
yes.
dude, that girl like, I'm
Like she was throwing it at me,
Yeah,
you know
and
what I
I was
mean?
like,
And I'm like,
huh?
oh yeah. No, 100%. No.
like,
dude.
want to see me skate?
So I got a tech deck. You want to see me? I'm really good on my tech deck real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, if I get down with my fingers like this,
I can see what
Yeah.
you're doing now.
oh,
I see the
like
practice.
if your finger can do that, imagine what they're gonna do in here. Like, damn, you can switch flip in this pussy
ladies.
anytime.
Look for Jade. Look for Jade. You know?
Oh man. Okay.
you go.
Speaking of players, this is a funny one. This is a
Why you
very
gotta
good one. So check this one out,
Play a
guys.
hate on me.
A Japanese man was arrested for fraud after dating 35 women at the same time and telling them all that he had different birthdays so he could receive gifts regularly.
Damn, pimp.
Imagine that.
That's pretty hard.
Imagine that. So
And that's hard in two things: to keep up with 35 women.
yeah, you got to stay hard.
And to
Let alone if you're cheating on,
yeah.
if you're doing two, it's already tough, you know?
you ever done with one?
And imagine, you got to stay hard to please all 35 and expect a gift on birthday. You know what I mean? Because if you're not putting it down, you're not going to get a gift.
Hey, but
right?
we also got to think of the women. Like, how
What kind
are
of-
they? You know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
must be
what,
like.
What kind of they pull though?
You know,
Are they just like slobs or like all? You know what I mean?
exactly.
Hey, if they're buying me a gift, I don't care.
I mean, yeah, I guarantee you he doesn't care. I guarantee you he doesn't care.
Oh, so here we go. Let's read the entire story. A Japanese fraudster has been busted for allegedly scamming over 35 different women who he pretended to have 35 who had pretended to have a serious relationship. He said he finessed them for over 100,000, which is, worth of present. Oh, so they would buy him an average of $1,000 gift. So pretty much that's how much he was getting, 35 times a year. Which, if you do the math, that's like how many times a month?
Can you pronounce this gigolo?
What? No, it doesn't say his name. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they're protecting him. They're definitely
Everyone.
protecting
I
him.
think he's a gigolo. That pretty much.
It should
you
be
know?
on the real one. Like,
They probably left that part out. He's a gigolo, pretty
Like-
much. You know.
like, but you have to think about like, it's like that Hoodville thing. You know what I mean? Like,
What
little
hood-
comment? The
Oh,
Hoodville,
where they're-
remember?
yeah,
Like, the
that's true.
comment was they're like, what was it? He was securing the bag. You know?
He was securing the bag. They were like, yeah, that's true. So, nah, but man, I think it's more of a feat that he kept them all happy. You know what I mean? Like you said, you know what I mean?
For how long? How long was this?
Dude, he did it for a couple of years because he was getting gifts from them from the whole time. You know what I mean?
But like
So-
I said, I think he must have been like.
what I want to know is why he got fraud.
Maybe that's a good question. Maybe if he was getting money, maybe saying, "Hey, if you invest in me, like let's do this," It's like almost like stealing, like, "Oh, come and invest in me.
Invest in
Do
this,
yeah,
invest in this D, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Or
yeah.
something like that. I don't know, but yeah. But once again, not all heroes wear capes, but I'm going to give this guy a shout out for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Shout out
going
to
to try
the
to find
homie.
out this homie's name because he's going to be my next screensaver for the next month on my phone.
I'll look for him in Japan. I'll
Free
look
my
for
Asian
him.
player. Free my Asian player.
Now, this is the downside of doing something like that. Okay, so obviously, you know what I mean, like 35 different women. One of them can definitely be a crazy ass broad, and we've probably all dealt with that, right? Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying this is check this next story out. It says a Taiwanese woman cut off her lover's penis and then flushed it down the toilet. According to the Daily Mail, the victim, identified by his last name as Wang, woke up so he was in his sleep. He woke up with a severe pain and extensive bleeding. Local media reports that the man discovered that 20% of his penis had been sawed off. His girlfriend, identified as Feng, used kitchen scissors to remove the sex organ. She flushed it down the toilet so that it could not be reattached. Examination showed Wang's manhood was sliced off and still bleeding, so doctors had to perform an emergency surgery. They ended up cutting off the entire thing in order to be safe, and obviously they didn't find the rest of it, so
Doesn't it sound like
got
two
no
stories? Maybe
dick.
back in the days, you probably were gonna
Yeah,
remember where there was like a woman that sliced the crap out of the other guy.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Yeah, but she threw the penis like out
In the field.
window.
Yeah.
In the field. And then there was another one where they grinded like on the ground.
In the licuador. Yeah. They made a little shake.
Okay, now third one. There was a guy from Wu-Tang that he was so fucking drugged
Oh
out.
yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
Yeah,
Talk
We
about it.
reported
What,
that.
Yeah, he was so drugged out, dude. Like he had
Yeah.
all kinds of drugs on him,
He cut
and they
his
said
dick
that he
off.
was already mentally ill, dude. And all of a sudden, like his head was telling him like, "Cut your dick off, dude."
But he was from Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
From Wu-Tang, from Killer Bees, you know.
Yeah.
So this is like not like the main guys that
Yeah,
we know,
not the
but
main one, but like
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were assigned under their label, you
But
know.
he did it to himself.
yeah.
to himself, yeah.
Because he's all fucked up.
Yeah, and because he in his head he was it was saying like, "Hey, cut your dick off, dude. Cut your dick off," and he did it, dude. And his friends are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hey, that first lady that cut that dude's
Lorena
penis-
Bobbitt?
I'm not sure her name, whatever. But he ended up doing porn.
Yeah, that's her, Lorena
Oh, yeah.
Bobbitt. He ended up doing. So that's
crazy.
funny you said that because she threw it in the field. Right, and I always like for some reason in my head,
Always picture
like
the
I
cops
always
in it?
no,
Yeah.
I always pictured the cops like walking through the field, and then you being the cop that finds it. Like, what are you? Hey, I found the dick. Hey guys, you know what I mean? Because they're like all
right
walking,
here.
and you know
It's
how
right
they do
here.
that line? They do that line so they don't miss anything. They're just like walking. They're like, hey, I found it. I got the dick. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
found it, but I think I stepped on it. Yeah.
Oh.
because by then it was all shriveled up. You know what I mean? How do I look like a little Vienna sausage?
You
You know what I
step
mean?
on it like, I think I stepped on it, dude.
You know when you
It's
step on
the bottom of my
something and it
shoe
feels
right now.
weird and you're just like, oh, so, damn. So, just be careful, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to run that scam like old boy, then just be very, very careful.
Well, he's probably dipping it in where he shouldn't
be
be dipping
careful,
it in.
period,
You know?
right?
Be
I would
very,
say
very
that.
careful.
How? Hey, but let's take it back to women and stuff like that. So on tour, how the girls out there? How do they like treat you? Like, what's up with that?
Dude, they're good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, good, fun, you know.
I believe you can finesse this right here with that tour life.
I believe I still have it.
COVID has not affected me at all. You know what I mean? I still got it going on. Well, the reason why I said that, because I mean, tour life might be a little better if you cop one of these things. You see what these are? So this is a new situation. It says a realistic muscular bodysuit is costing up to $600, which allows men to look ripped underneath. So it's like an entire bodysuit that you can put on. But the funny part about it is, Sal, if you kind of zoom in there, there's like a little hole for your pecker. You got a little hole for your pecker to come out there. Your pecker can't look muscular, so it's gonna be funny. You know what I mean, they're like, "Damn, homie, you skipped dick day or something." You know what I mean? At the gym.
That's just wrong, man. That's just wrong right there. Because then imagine like you're about to sleep with the woman and your fucking gut comes out like that.
So,
we're talking
so
about.
back to that. Back to that. What's more wrong? The girls who wear them fajas and them outfits where everything comes
Wrong.
out later,
Wrong.
or a guy rocking one of these.
No, both.
But equally.
Yeah, equally wrong.
Equally wrong. Oh hell no,
It's
no.
both fraud.
It's both fraud. No.
Because I mean, like, I know we're not like the best shape of our lives, you know, we try to be and everything, but you want to be real, you know, because if you're into sleeping with somebody, you want to be, you want to see what they have, but be regular. You don't want to be like, oh, let me take out this bodysuit and your fucking gut comes out and it's not even you that has those muscles, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Or you just tell the girl to keep it on, right? You guys ever, you know what I mean? Like just keep that waist trainer on so it doesn't come out.
I've never had that.
Yeah, no, I'm shoot. You guys try it next time.
I heard keep your socks on when it's cold, you know?
Oh man.
I remember. So I used to work at a bank, right? Yeah. So this office shit.
Okay.
So, anyways, it was in the office, and then I heard that this one chick was like this. There was this one dude that I worked with.
Okay.
He's like good working out guy and stuff like that. And then the homegirl had fucked him, right?
Okay.
And she's like, "Yeah, that was weird. Like, he wouldn't take his socks off when we fucked." Like, I was like, "Maybe he's cold." Like, why you gotta like?
Well, when did it happen? Was it December or the summer? You know,
Yeah, was
I
it
don't think
May?
I don't think that was that cold, but like for whatever reason, that was what the main thing she focused on. Like, he wouldn't take his socks off. I'm like, did he not put it down that you had to focus?
Yeah,
on the socks?
my man worked out everything but his feet. You know what I mean? He was like, "Nah, I can't take my socks off. Not yet." Like, damn.
Not like this.
Not
Not like this.
Obviously, he did not put it down if that's what the one thing that she was looking at. You know what I mean? So something's a little wrong there. Speaking of banking, you know what I mean? You're an ex-bank worker. I wanted to ask Mr. Sal this whole cryptocurrency situation. What do you think of that? You're into that crypto? What do you think of it?
I'm
You know what I
not
mean?
really into it, but
Not
I mean,
into it?
but
Talk
but
about
I
it.
think eventually, I mean, we're all gonna need it.
Okay.
We're all gonna need it, you know.
So
It's
why are you
like-
waiting?
I don't know. I've been busy doing other things.
Oh,
you
okay.
know,
No,
you
yeah,
know,
that makes sense.
you know,
Yeah.
So I haven't had time to think about it, but I think
It crashed
eventually
really
we're.
hard yesterday.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it's been actually the past couple days, and it's funny because Bill Gates actually just a couple days before that came out saying that he's not knocking or anything, but he thinks that it's a fad and it's not going to go through. Yeah. So I think like when people like that, you know what I mean, involved in big situations talk badly about certain things, it definitely affects the market. Look at Elon Musk. You know what I mean? When he went on that Joe Rogan thing, he smoked, the fucking Tesla stock went down like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But when stocks go down, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing for everything. You know what I mean?
Like anytime Elon does some media stuff,
yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go crash and buy it.
But usually it's right.
Yeah.
Perfect example. That's a good thing
because I mean
that's when you should buy.
Yeah,
that's when you should buy.
I mean, everyone in the world. I mean, some people are conservative, some people are not. You know, so I mean, I could see that. I could see that happening. But at the same time, I mean, now, I don't know where he lives. I don't know if he lives in California or something. But I mean, if now you're able to smoke out, it's like almost drinking a beer. Like, what is wrong with that?
Oh yeah, New York is like that right now. They just passed that.
So I don't know if it's like. If that's a problem where, I mean, whatever the religion is, and they're like, we don't condone in that, so that's probably it, it's like,
probably,
it's probably that, so it's not like, anything, I don't think it's going to be that serious, but I know he's really crazy. He's
He's very volatile all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think he really doesn't give a fuck too much either. That's another thing too. You know what I mean? His zero fucks doesn't, you know what I mean? But speaking of that, the reason why I was talking about that, because Coinbase is one of the apps where you can buy and trade cryptocurrencies, right? And they actually just went public like a week ago, and it was a huge deal. And one of the persons who cashed in on that was Nas. You know Nas the rapper, right? Yeah. He was an early investor. He actually invested about $500,000 into it. And when it went public, he actually, over the last week, made over $100 million off of that $500,000 investment.
Yeah, because I heard like at the time when it first started, it was like 2 cents.
Yeah. Oh,
2 cents per share, you know?
And now it's like it was up above 60, right around $60,000 right now. It dropped down to like about 50 because, like I said, it's had a bad week. But you know what I mean? It's definitely something that I think, especially as Hispanics, I think we got to look into. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because I mean, I think eventually it's right now it might not even catch on, but it's gonna be like a lot of things where it's gonna take a little time to catch on.
100%, 100%. And then just real quick, Jim Jones has that. What is it? Is it on? I think it's on. Crypto Report is what it's called. I don't know exactly. I think it's on one of those little snap things. But Jim Jones, the guy from Dipset, he has a cool little crypto report, kind of like hood stock information for people who don't really understand it. Let's say like us. You know what I mean?
Like a portfolio, right?
Exactly. And he has his own coin coming out, a crypto coin called Capo Coin. So look into that. You know what I mean? But I have some friends that, are doing really well in it, up and down. They are lucky enough, and I'm really interested in it. But I advise people, to do it. Definitely, whether it be a little bit of money, whatever it is that you can afford, definitely get into the crypto game because, like you said, it's something. It's the future. You know what I mean? Yeah. And NFTs. I don't know if you know about NFTs. Like how people are releasing albums on NFTs now, like those non-fundable tokens and shit.
Yeah.
Those are all funded through Ether, which is one of the coins that's on crypto. So NFTs are definitely going to be the next step. I think that's how a lot of artists are going to be releasing their albums and stuff like that, through that. So digitally. So, I think it's definitely the future.
I think CDs are going to be a thing of the past.
Oh,
now,
100. They already somewhat are. You know what I mean? So, yeah. With that being said, let's see what else we got on the docket. But yeah, I think you should definitely get into that, Mr. Sal, because, you're a man of the world. So I think you definitely need to have some crypto on you for sure.
I'm going to check it out.
And,
boom,
and if you don't have crypto, you're probably not going to afford Bad Bunny, boy. You seen them tickets?
Damn.
You seen them shit?
Hey, I let me go back with Bad Bunny and WrestleMania, dude.
Oh,
hey, you know what? I was kind of like second guessing myself because in the beginning I was like, man, he's gonna be like another artist wrestling. He's gonna be like whatever. This actually,
He's right.
This dude knows how to wrestle, dude.
And he's longevity because, like you said, he had a lot of little gimmicky things, but that motherfucker's good.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
was
He's
surprised.
hit after hit. He's good. He's very, very good at what he's doing. And you know what I mean? But I don't know. These tickets are through the roof. You know what I mean?
$2,000. What are you thinking, man? You know.
But people are obviously doing it because they're already reselling these motherfuckers like nothing. So you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
But why is it? Because last concerts or what's going on?
No, it's just, I think it's just because people are thirsty
hype.
right now. It's just the hype. Like motherfuckers haven't really toured right now, so they're like, you know, they're probably thinking people have been saving money this whole entire time.
Yeah.
And like you said, people are buying the tickets.
Yeah.
So there's a demand for them there, you know. So why not?
I mean, if you have the money, go for it. But for me, I'll be far away and watch it on TV or
yeah,
something. You know?
100%. I'm just lucky that I went. That's funny because it popped up on my. You know how the memories come up. I think it was like 2-3 years ago when I went to the one in downtown. And I got really good seats. I was like down there, and I didn't pay nowhere near any of that shit. But then again, you know what I mean? He wasn't.
Like he's barely popping up.
Yeah, he wasn't like who he was.
When I put
now.
you on game.
So you know, oh yeah. Thanks for showing up.
Welcome.
Anyways, with that
Show
said,
out, son.
AJ, you work here? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
yeah, you over there? Where you at, brother? New music. Talk about it. Or should we go to the boob tube first?
Let's go some. What? I don't know what I've been listening to lately.
What do you got? You got. You
Oh,
guys.
Jameson dropped. Jameson dropped. You know.
Before we
Jameson
go, before we start talking about music, let's give it up to Shock G.
Oh,
away,
yes,
dude.
we
Shock
definitely
G, yeah.
did. Shock G.
You know, we got to give it up to him.
that
dude.
one actually hit hard, man. Yeah.
Thursday we
Yeah.
did an episode undercover. With
That was actually one
Yeah.
of the first raps I ever like as a kid, like that
Yeah.
Humpty Dance. That was like the first one I sat there and I listened to, and I was like, I'm gonna say this whole. You know, you thought you were cool because you could say the whole
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
That was it. So yeah, that one definitely hit hard, man.
Shock G, man. I was like, dude, as a kid, I was like, dude, this guy's pretty badass. And then they have the funny
Yeah,
nose. They have
Yes.
the funny nose.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story how he found the funny nose? Did
No,
you ever hear that?
tell it.
He said that, but he was like just going shopping. He was trying to find a gimmick, trying to find out something, and he found like a bunch of noses, and the what is it, like on a box, and he was just like, and they were only like 99 cents, and he was like, well, you know what? He was like, I need a gimmick, dude. So he finally was putting like a different nose, and then when he found the one I believe it's like the one with the glasses and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
nose,
yeah.
he was like, dude, I love this.
This is it.
And
This is it. This is my
gonna be
look.
my look. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
I had
so that's
never even heard that story.
Yeah,
That's
dude, it's
tight.
crazy. I saw that like the documentary about him, and he was just saying that about the nose, and I was like, dude, how are you gonna forget that? You know, you'll
That's
never
it.
forget that.
Never,
for sure.
never. I
That's
just
like
remember.
his trademark. you
Yeah,
know?
I remember he's like, I got busy in the Burger King bathroom. I'm nasty. Remember, I was like, what the fuck? Like that was just some. Especially as a kid, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
You're
But
like,
doesn't
what do you
he say
mean
some-
busy? Nah.
Yeah,
No.
but doesn't he talk about like handling a big girl in the
Yeah,
restaurant?
yeah, exactly. That's funny. That is yeah. Rest in peace for sure, man. Legend. That's
So
crazy.
I just have two things
Give it
for
up,
new
man.
music.
And he was young, so
Jameson dropped a track called Rolling Stone. Check that shit out.
Okay.
Jameson, JMSN. You know who that is, Sal?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like R&B ish,
okay.
soul type of.
Are you trying to make me fall in love? Is that what you're trying to say?
Why not?
You're trying to serenade me or something?
trying to settle you
'Cause it's
down, dog.
working.
Nah.
Because it's
And
working.
then LA dropped an album, Aura 3. So check that shit out. ELHAE, LA.
Okay.
He's another R&B artist and stuff like that. So check that shit out. That's all I got for new music that I've been bumping, other than the Slime Language 2 and Nobody.
This guy here, and the only reason why
One more laugh at it.
it's just funny how like people like do some crazy shit to like become viral. So this guy, his name is Spinna Benz, and he has a song with Youngin Ace and Fast Money Goon. Okay, and they have a song. It's called "Who I Smoke," and they sampled like that Vanessa Carlton, like "Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, I wanna miss you." Dun-dun-dun. Remember that song?
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Who I smoke," and then he says the names of like these people who've just passed away. And he actually like on the video, he went to like the grave of like the people who were dead and was like filming on. You seen that
Only
right there?
Only Florida rappers.
Yeah, but I was listening to the song and it was kind of catchy, but I don't know. I don't know.
Is
if
one of
that's-
those Florida rappers, Two Life Crew?
Oh, I hope so. That's funny. My uncle was all about Two Live Crew, man. It was crazy. My uncle was like a super fucking heavy metal head, everything, but the one rap he would listen to was Two Live Crew. He was like, yeah, this is the shit. And I was like, you hate fucking like rapping like shit. He's like, nah, Two Live Crew's the shit. He's
To
like,
be
pop
honest
that
with you,
pussy.
I don't know.
pop.
Hey, to be honest with you, I don't know any Florida rappers. All I know is like you could go back to the 90s, 80s, and Two Life Crew.
Like Luke,
Luke
and Two Live Crew. That's all you know. Yeah, no, hell yeah. What else? BoobTube? So you guys know music? What about no new music, you guys, huh?
Do you have any music to share? How about music to share?
No, right now, you know.
What do you-
Okay,
what do-
let me.
what do
What are you
what's on
bumping?
your-
Yeah,
yeah.
what's Sal bumping
Okay,
though? You
so
said a lot of
I was-
80s shit
yeah,
though.
dude,
It doesn't have to be new.
No, I was coming over here. Yeah, it is 80s. As a matter of fact, I was
Okay.
driving over here and I was blasting
Flock of
NWA,
Seagulls?
dude. I was
Oh,
blasting
okay.
NWA, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is he listening to?" You know, it's like
I got on my black
Yeah,
on, dog.
and I was like stuck on freeway. I was like, "Fuck it," I was gonna put it on. Everyone's like, "Oh, what the fuck was he
Okay.
playing, dude?" Like that was shit. You know?
NWA's greatest hits. I remember that album. I bought that album and I was like, oh, remember when they're just like in the lineup and shit like that. I remember that was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I've been doing my like a lot of playlists. You know, like putting like all together like the greatest hits that I think that I like a lot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Oh, okay.
Because I'm tired of like changing song, and I was like, I'm just gonna make a big old playlist and just let it play. You know, so I'll get like NWA or I'll get like Metallica or like the Big Four when they did.
Yeah.
I did all those mixed, and I have them, and
That's
all I do
dope.
is just play, and it's like, fuck, I'll start
I'm
drinking.
too lazy.
get
I need to
ready.
do that. I need to get some playlists going. I used to be really good at that. Now I'm just lazy at it. That's it.
Once you get at it, it's like addicting now. It's like, okay, you have another idea, like, oh, let me
Yeah.
put this band together. Let me put these songs together. You know?
Yeah,
like that,
exactly.
You know?
Like I'm gonna do this kind of like little genre.
Yeah,
No, I
like
feel you.
that.
That's true. No, I'm with that. I'm with
Mixtapes.
that.
You guys used to do mixtapes for girls? Remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh, of course.
Girl, I'm gonna miss you.
You know what was my go-to for girls to make is "Color Me Bad." Remember that was "Color Me Bad." I wanna sex you up.
You put that on a mixtape?
Oh
for a
yeah.
girl?
Oh, it was a go-to. That
Hey.
Tony Tone.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony Tone. That what was
Babyface.
Oh, what was that fool? John B.
John B.
John B.
Yeah,
Dude,
that one
John
song
B.
only. That one song.
No,
Oh,
his,
he has a couple songs.
no, his album was actually really good, and I remember even back then thinking because there's a song on there called like I'll take your pants off or something like that, but it was, trust me, John B. That song with the main
Yeah,
song,
yeah,
that
yeah.
album is fire.
Like there was two albums that I liked, like two groups. It was Black Street, but I think it must have been
Okay.
the second album,
Yeah.
and then Jodeci, and I think it
Oh,
was yeah.
Jodeci is a
Yeah.
must.
I fucked
Something
up.
about the
Jodeci,
curtain. So
duh.
what is the curtain? Close
Oh,
the curtain.
all of
Curtain,
Jodeci, all fucking
Yeah,
Jodeci
dude.
songs. My God, the
It's
one where
like-
he catches that bitch fucking
They're-
cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, they were on Unplugged. Remember MTV Unplugged?
Yeah.
Jodeci MTV Unplugged was one of the best. I remember trying to look for that fucking going to the warehouse,
Babyface.
Radio Shack, trying to find
Babyface.
Yeah,
Babyface.
Babyface, yeah.
Damn, no, you
Well,
you're
now
right.
we're going back to R&B, huh? We're gonna go there. Dude.
I know, but once again, he's trying to make you fall in love over here, Sal. Yeah, he's like, "Thank you for the comb.
What are
You
you
can comb his
doing?
pubes."
I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing? It's working."
Yeah, you'll be in the bed by the next time.
I always say this. I'm like, if it gets the girls going and shit like that, I'm with it. Like, I don't care.
He's like, "What are you doing next to me?" I wanna sex
Sex
you
you
up.
He's like H-Town knocking the boots.
Come on.
Oh man, and what about Boop 2? We all talked about Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Did you watch it?
I didn't.
I
You
didn't.
know, I
I
haven't
watched
yet.
it.
But
I
did
haven't
you
watched
watch
it,
the Godzilla one?
I did.
What did you think of that?
I'm gonna say like, if I have to rate it from like 5, I'm gonna give it like a 3. You know, to
okay.
me, like I do like Godzilla. I love King Kong, but I think it was too much futuristic. You know, it was like too
much
way out there. You
CGI,
know,
yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, let's go back in time or something, or something about it, and
I mean-
have them fight. You know, like the
mean-
traditional way, but to go all the way to the future, I don't know. Man.
I don't know.
It's just a little bit too
A
much.
little too much
Why?
to
What
go.
But-
happened? So what's this? Oh, can we give a spoiler alert? It's
Spoiler?
been out.
Yeah, what happened? Who wins? Let's
Tell
see.
me.
Who wins? Who wins?
yeah.
King Kong or Godzilla?
Spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler.
Yeah, so if you don't want to
It
know,
was a tie.
It was a time.
tie.
Dude, I could see that.
Hey,
I
they
mean,
should have had Bad Bunny come out and fuck them both up.
Yeah, dude. And there he goes.
Bad Bunny, baby.
Bam, 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 bam. Then he jumps off. Like, ah.
Look, he's gonna fight Godzilla. Look.
So yeah, too futuristic, and it was a tie.
Yeah, it was a tie. You know. So, but the one that I did like, the Justice League.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Talk
Dude,
about
I
it.
watched that shit like 3-4 times. though.
Dude, that. I mean, it was like 4 hours, almost
Yeah.
like the time of the Titanic. You
Yeah.
know, the same thing.
Dude, I was hungover.
But there was no love stories
and
like that. You
I
know.
was hungover,
Okay.
dog. And I would just watch it because it was like it's good.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Like-
from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
Have you? You know what I started watching afterwards too? Like there's people on YouTube they'll compare the scenes that deleted or how like the other director had done it. I'm like that other director was trash.
Really?
Hey, I agree.
Trash.
Yeah, because when he made Superman,
Yeah.
we had to rechange everything. So
Right,
that
right.
instead of making it dark, he made it like the color, the original color,
Like
how it's supposed to
lighter.
be.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
like the lighter colors.
Yeah.
But he did it more dark, and I was like, That was perfect, dude. Because,
you like it that way?
Yeah,
huh?
it was more, and it was more realistic, dude. Like more, and it had more of a story. The other ones were
Definitely.
like really cut. It was like so cut that you didn't understand. Like, well, how did he come about?
Yeah.
Why is he here? You
Yeah.
know?
So you just went from scene to scene.
yeah, like
okay.
even the
Yeah.
Superman.
That's why the Justice League, like that, when it first came out, everyone says trash, and which it was, and that's why I think had this version popped out when it should have, I think that Ben Affleck would have still been Batman.
Yes.
Because he didn't do a bad job there, dog.
No,
Like,
dude, you know
Okay.
what, dude? I mean, I'm not a big Ben Affleck fan, dude. But
Yeah, me neither, me neither.
But for Batman, dude, I was surprised how well he was. You
So
know,
you think
like,
it was more the producer or the director who kind of
director.
made
The
it,
director,
but it
yeah.
wasn't necessarily him because he
No.
caught a lot of slack for that too. A lot of people were like, he's whack.
well, because like in the Justice League, the extended version, the 4-hour one, like he's the one gathering everyone out. So it's like he's got a lot of scenes in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then more fighting
So
scenes
it
and more
explains
like
it, and it explains to you a lot like of the Aquaman, what is it, Flash,
Yeah.
Wonder
Like a little bit of
Woman.
backstory on
Yeah.
everything.
You know,
Okay.
so it tells you more of the story, and the other ones are like too much,
Yeah.
where it was like, okay, well, how did he come about? You know, well, what is this? You know, so and so. Why
I see
is
what
there
you're
a
saying.
bad guy? Why is Doomsday coming in like this?
Yeah.
Like, but he explained it all. You know,
Yeah.
it was like all put together well.
and
You
he
know?
changed a couple. He even changed the main character like CGI type and shit. All
That's
that
dope.
stuff.
Okay.
He even put Jethro. What is it? What's his name from 30 Seconds to Mars? The singer.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yeah.
They that scene where he's talking to spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but it's a 4-hour movie. I mean, unless you're into like, I like.
Even
I like
if you
all
get
that shit.
spoiled, dude, you still gotta watch it.
Yeah.
You're gonna
It was
be
a
like,
good one, right? Yeah.
Because at the end they have a scene that's like he extended like supposed to be like a Joker scene that he's got.
Yeah.
Oh, like a
he
little
added that-
teaser
Yeah.
at the end. Okay.
No, but he added in there because it was like not originally it was not going to be in the story,
And he put it
but
in
he
there.
put it in there because he's like, we need the Joker here. You know, it's like
It's missing something,
it's
and this
missing
is the
something,
shit.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Dang,
when they
okay.
put him in there, I was like, okay, dude, like I see now, and I can see.
I see your vision.
Yeah, I see your
what's going
vision.
on.
Yeah, and
All
like
right.
now, like he's making me fall in love. You know.
Damn, Jair. Damn. There it is. Just put a little bit of that on, and you're in.
I
You're
wanna
in.
sex you up.
Oh my God! With that being said, Sal, let's go through all your handles. Also, like I know you be doing a lot of playlists. Where can they listen to all that stuff? Because you be posting out on on your IG. So where can we find you? Where can we listen to your shit? Talk about
Well, you know, I've been going up and down, but I do have a SoundCloud. You can see all my mixes there. I have
Okay.
a lot of that there. So it'll be under Salvicious punctuation. You know what is it? You can find me on YouTube, Salvicious.
Okay.
Also the same thing. What is it on Instagram? Salvicious13, and on on Facebook, you can find me under Sal Ursula Salvicious.
it. Nice.
You know,
And
so
then,
you'll see a lot of my stuff there.
oh, definitely. And then, like I said, he's got dates from today all the way through from like I said, Halloween. So check him out. Check out his dates if you guys are out in that part of the country, which we're gonna try to be at the end of the year here. You know, we'll definitely meet up, Mr. Sal.
You guys will be my guests, you know.
Oh, we'd be happy to be your guest.
So
You know
guys,
what I'm saying?
take care of them, please.
Salvicious, you know what I mean? Once again, Federales, if you see this, you know who gave it to you, motherfucker. So let us through with something else. You know what I mean? We got this. But other than that,
there.
thank
We
you
don't-
so
If you
much,
see
Sal.
me at a show, that's what you're gonna get.
That's what you're going to get. Plus, if you're a little hottie without a faja on, you might get the D too. So, you know what I mean? Be lucky. Other than that, what else we
Para
got?
que se los peines, güey.
Pa' que te- Si no me los peino, no me los vas a ver, güey. Si no está bien escondido.
Hey, it's stuck. It's stuck.
Make sure to visit our website at www.thetrappod.com. And our handles, mine is JGLEZ85.
Mucho queso, Salvicious 13.
And
I mean?
Yeah, follow us, support us, and then we're going to bring you guys more shit. And then thanks again, Sal, for coming through.
Yeah,
dog.
we love
you.
Sal, man.
Appreciate
And
that.
we're going
And
to
then
hit you up. And then,
We gotta
you'll
figure
be
out some
back
stuff
soon.
to do together, you know?
sure.
For sure, that'd be sick.
You know I'm all about the party, so I'm here. Hey,
One
can we-
thing-
can we redo this again, please?
Oh, yeah. All we just got to do is get another 12-pack, and we're going to start right from the
We'll do it
top.
again. We'll
You know
start
what I mean?
again.
Hey,
And we'll be back.
much love.
All right, Salvicious, good looking out, coming back out. Mucho queso, me.
TrapPod.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.
Have a great weekend. Damn, that was a good one, guys.
Oh, shit.